The pattern I found myself in, and what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
He says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream. And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect.
Jennifer Hudson and Tiffany Haddish just called out the rapper Common for being a huge fake. They are saying he is not the nice guy he pretends to be and that he has been lying to and tricking women. Basically, everyone knew Common had a hard time settling down with one person. But the idea that he was secretly playing games and being dishonest was a huge shock to everyone. It was definitely a surprise to me. Common probably thought he could trick Jennifer Hudson the same way people say he did to other famous women like Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, and Serena Williams. But Jennifer didn't let him get away with it. She found out and is now exposing him. A lot of people tried to warn Jennifer that Common was bad news and that she should stay away from him. But she was so in love with him that she didn't want to listen to their advice. This whole situation is starting to show a pattern. Jennifer was also in a difficult relationship with her ex-husband, David Otunga, who was also not a good partner. And now, with Common, she is going through something even worse and more painful.
Understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner.
Before we get into all the drama, let's rewind to the beginning. This whole situation between Jennifer Hudson and Common didn't just happen overnight. It's been building up since they first started hanging out back in 2022. When people first noticed them together and rumors started, Jennifer completely denied that they were dating. She even said that people were just making stuff up. But then, someone who is friends with Jennifer told a news website the real story. This friend said that Jennifer and Common have known each other for a very long time. Things changed, though, when they were both in Philadelphia over the summer filming a movie. After they were done working for the day, they would always end up hanging out together. Jennifer wanted to take their new relationship very slowly and not rush into anything. Common, however, had a completely different plan. He started love-bombing her, which means he was giving her tons of attention, compliments, and big romantic gestures all at once. It might seem super sweet, but it can also be a way to rush someone into a relationship. For example, Common flew all the way to London to surprise her at the premiere of her movie, A Strange Loop. Jennifer was honestly shocked. She thought they were keeping things casual and private, but now he was doing this huge, public thing that made it obvious they were together. It seemed like he was trying to pressure her into making their relationship official before she was really ready. They were still trying to be secretive. They even arrived at the London event separately, so no one would cause a big scene. But when people weren't watching, they were definitely a couple. In the end, Common's plan worked. Not long after his big trip to London, Jennifer invited him to be a guest on her talk show. Right there on TV, she finally confirmed to everyone that yes, they were dating.
Get down to business, Mr. Common. I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is with one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented. Wait, what about you though? How is your love life?
I'm dating as well, and I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like
I love that you use the word happy place.
no, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of them things where I found where I can seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right? God
When Jennifer Hudson finally confirmed she was dating Common, a lot of people online made fun of her for it. They were worried and said things like, "Girl, what are you doing?" These people felt like Common was just going to hurt Jennifer the same way they believed he had hurt other famous women he dated in the past, like the singer Erykah Badu or the actress Taraji P. Basically, fans thought he had a pattern of not treating his girlfriends well. They were trying to warn Jennifer that she was probably going to get her heart broken. At the time, nobody knew for sure how Common acted in relationships. But later on, when he started dating a different woman named Angela Rye, a lot more information came out. It was only then that people really began to see that Common might have a lot of issues and wasn't as great a guy as everyone thought.
Says the work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream. And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave you some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
She does some really good wisdom.
The situation got so bad that even Michelle Obama decided to step in. She actually sat Common down and tried to give him some advice on how to be a better man and treat the women he dates with respect. This is especially surprising because Common is not a young guy, he's a grown man who should already know how to act. But even after getting advice from someone like Michelle Obama, it seems like he still doesn't understand how to be a good boyfriend. He just can't seem to figure it out. Because he has so many failed relationships, some people are starting to ask bigger questions about him and wonder if he is being honest about who he really is. It's normal for someone to have a couple of relationships that don't work out. But when someone has 5 or 6 serious relationships that all end badly, it might be a sign of a bigger problem. This is exactly what happened with his ex-girlfriend, Angela Rye. She was tired of playing games and wanted a serious, committed relationship with him. She even tried to talk to him about big future steps, like the possibility of having children together. But every single time she brought it up, Common would avoid the conversation. He would change the subject and not give her a straight answer. It became very clear that he was not interested in making a real promise to her or planning a future together. As Angela explained, they wanted different things. After talking about their future for months, she wanted kids and he was still unsure. She finally decided there was nothing left to discuss if they couldn't agree on something so important.
The pattern I found myself in, what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that.
Right after things ended with Angela, Common quickly moved into another relationship, this time with the comedian Tiffany Haddish. They had met while acting as a couple in a movie called The Kitchen. Just like he did with Angela, Common made Tiffany believe that he was in it for the long run. He acted like he was completely committed and that they would be together forever. Tiffany started to really believe that this was a serious relationship that was going to last. But as soon as Tiffany began to take things seriously and see a real future with him, Common started to pull away. He got distant and changed his behavior, repeating the same pattern he had shown in his past relationships. He once again showed that he wasn't ready for the serious commitment he had pretended to want.
Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like...
Tiffany Haddish did not stay quiet after the breakup. She publicly responded to Common and revealed that he wasn't telling the truth. Common had told people that their decision to break up was mutual, meaning they both agreed on it. But Tiffany set the record straight. She explained that it wasn't a mutual decision at all. Instead, Common was the one who ended it. He told her, "I think this relationship has run its course," which is a fancy way of saying he thought they were done and had no future together. Tiffany's response was basically a warning to him. She said something like, "Okay, That's your choice. But you're going to end up as a 50-year-old single man. She was pointing out that if he kept ending relationships this way, he would never find someone to settle down with.
It's gonna be new opportunities. I miss him. I miss him from time to time, but that's what I think with any relationship, an intimate relationship that you might have, you miss them, but I'm fine with it. He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish him nothing but joy and happiness.
Jennifer Hudson had a lot of examples to look at before she started dating Common. She saw what happened with his ex-girlfriends like Tiffany Haddish and Angela Rye. Unfortunately, she ignored all the warning signs and got into a relationship with him anyway. Now, she is online and upset, talking about how poorly he has treated her. The good news is that she seems to be finally realizing what kind of person he is. Someone close to her says this is the real reason she has been refusing to marry him. Everyone thought she didn't want to get married because of her bad past relationship with her ex-husband. But her friend says that's not it. After her first engagement failed years ago, Jennifer was determined to never get married. She felt it just wasn't meant for her. Then, Common came along and completely won her over with his charm. The problem started when he proposed and she said no. Rumor has it that Common did not handle this well at all and got very angry with her. He tried to convince her that he was a different person now and that he wouldn't hurt her like he hurt his previous girlfriends. But Jennifer is staying strong in her decision. She is still completely against the idea of marriage. Common keeps telling her that even though he has a history with many famous women, he is serious about her and wants to be with her forever. Jennifer has heard this before. She was engaged to her ex-fiancé for 9 whole years and it didn't work out. She is terrified of getting a divorce and having to start her life all over again. It's confusing why she is still with him if she knows she doesn't want to marry him. But at least she isn't staying quiet. She is joining Tiffany Haddish in calling him out for his behavior. Online, people have a lot of opinions about the situation. One person wrote that Jennifer deserves someone much better and that Common isn't good enough for her. They said that how you end a relationship says a lot about you and that Common acted immaturely. Another person commented that Common and Jennifer just don't seem like a good match. They said it seems like Common knows he should be with a woman like Jennifer, but that he doesn't actually want to be with her. Now, what do you think? Do you think Jennifer was right to speak out about Common? And what are your thoughts on the whole situation? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to watch another video about this drama.